Hi guys, today's the day. We're opening the box. Hi friends, today's the day. I am opening my box and going to get started on some fun DIYs. So this is the Mystery Box Challenge. It is a group of crafty people who get together, send each other random items in a box. We get to open it live on the camera with you and show our true appreciation for what they sent. They are really a lot of fun. This is my 4th challenge, so they happen about every other month. Courtney from Creative on the Cheap is the one who created it and put it all together. Thank you, Courtney. It's always an honor to be a part of this with all these crafty folks. So this time around, the theme is Dollar Tree. So all of these items are going to come from the Dollar Tree that we send each other. Now there's always a twist and there's 2 challenge items in every box. So everyone has to use both challenge items in their box, and those can be a little more difficult to DIY with. Now the twist this time around is that we have to also include a clothespin and a pipe cleaner in the same DIY together. So we're going to get into my box. My box was sent to me from J Money DIY. I love Jay. She is so much fun. She's been crafting for years. I can't even imagine you don't know Jay, but if you don't, head over and see what she creates as part of this challenge. Now, I sent my box to Courtney, who is Creative on the Cheap. I'm sure you guys know who she is, so be sure to see what I sent her. I will have the playlist down below for you guys to follow the link and have a whole day full of fun Mystery Box Challenge videos to watch. With no further ado, let's get into this. Okay, Jay. I'm guessing this is one of my challenge items, so I'm going to set that aside. This has got me wondering all kinds of things. I see a little note. Hi Val, I was so excited when I saw I was sending you a box. You have been one of my favorite oh, Jay, you've been one of my favorites on YouTube forever, not just for your super fun content, but because you are genuine and one of the sweetest and kindest humans I've met. Well, virtually. I hope you have fun with the challenge items. If anyone could make adorable items with those things, it's definitely you. Can't wait to see what you make, Jay. Girl, right back at you. Jay, oh, love her. Oh, I just pulled something out of the box. I don't know. I'm a little, whew. Okay, first of all, verklempt because I love this girl. She's like real people. And then I pull this out. So Arthur, my kids are grown, but I think this is Arthur. It is a plushie from the Dollar Tree. All right, we are getting off on a good foot. Okay, this does look like a fun box. Okay, let's see. Can I just, do I have enough hairspray in? Done. This is actually really, really pretty. I really like that. Okay, let's see what else Jay sent me. Okay, little teddy bear picks, I guess you would say, for like a baby shower. Got some picks. Ooh, girl. This is amazing. I love all that sparkle. Maybe I'll just take the crown and hot glue it on the headband and wear it while I crop. Oh my word. Okay, there's another wrapped item in here. So this is, I love these pom-poms she put on them. This is another one of my mystery items. Challenge items. Why do I always say mystery items? Do you know I've been looking for this? Thank you. I've been looking for this. It's clear glue by the Jot brand from Dollar Tree. Yes, thank you. Oh, cute. Fun little tags. in galvanized metal, and then some wire covered jute twine. I love this stuff. It's really nice. Okay, it's time to open those challenge items. Challenge item number 1. Cute wrapping, by the way. So cute. Ooh. Jewelry. There you go. I'm just gonna paint it gold and wear it. It's actually the plastic chain from Halloween at the Dollar Tree. I love this. I'm excited. Thank you. And pom-pom number 2. Okay, it's not that bad. These are pumpkin teeth. I've never seen them in my Dollar Tree. I think they're pretty darn cool. Huh. Okay, I've got all my wheels turning. Let's get started. So we are starting out with our pumpkin teeth. That's right, I'm actually starting with my challenge items. For this one, I took out some gold paint. Again, this is clearance gold paint. I picked it up at Hobby Lobby, and I'm using it as my adhesive because I've been really wanting to try the foil you can find at the Dollar Tree. Now it is a $3 item. I shared it in my latest shop with me, and it's a Christmas item, I think, but it is in the craft section. They have it in silver and gold and a copper rose gold. So this is my first time foiling. I'm using the paint as my adhesive. I guess you're supposed to use a glue with it. And I just wanted to cover these teeth so that they no longer look like pumpkin teeth and instead were transformed into Christmas trees. So next up, I took them outside after they thoroughly dried, and I used a box cutter, just a utility knife in my garage, to cut off the bottoms. Now I'm using my hot glue gun to adhere them to a Dollar Tree frame. It is a 5x7 frame with a 4x6 cutout in the middle. And then I got really crafty. I went online and found a music sheet of Oh Holy Night. I printed it out on my black and white printer, and then I wanted to put the words on it. So I took out my Cricut, and the only vinyl I had that was the right color was iron-on. But it worked, you guys. I actually ironed on this vinyl, just separating it with a little paper bag. And then I finished it out with some green cardstock. I just used my mat and cut out the same shape and size, put it all together. And now I think it is a lovely piece of home decor. And who would ever know that it started out its life as pumpkin teeth? Now I'm thrilled with this one, but time is a waste, and so on to the next. Now we're starting with our Halloween chain. I started taking it apart, and actually I was going to make an ornament with it. Things changed rapidly, and I came up with this idea. So I cut the ends of a link off and left a space open in the middle. Now that gap is very important because we want one of the straight parts of the link to fit in there. And actually, you're going to need 2 of those. So trim off 2 pieces, hot glue them together. Again, this is the longest part of each of the links, and you put 2 of them together, let that dry. Now we're going to take that little hoop that we made of 2 of the ends of a link, and we're going to hot glue that together, again leaving that open portion. And then we're just going to use a little more hot glue on the ends of that loop to glue it to the straight part. And I think you see what we're making now. Now I cut off the ends of another link, and it gives me these finished edges. So I'm going to hot glue those on, and now I've got a fun little key. So I was at the Dollar Tree and I saw this little house. I had to bring it home with me, and it's going to be the house of our little key. So I just painted out the trim in black, and then I took a glue stick and a little bit of wrapping paper from the Dollar General. I just picked it up when I was doing my latest shop with me at the Dollar General, and I pulled out this little toolkit. Now these are found at Dollar Tree. I love to pick them up when I can find them. I'm just adding a little hook here, and it is gold. So I actually spray painted our key gold, and I think it's gorgeous. But once I foiled the trees for our last project, I was kind of just addicted. It is so much fun. I highly recommend it. And this is an unnecessary step. I then took some red ribbon. I picked this up at 50% off from Hobby Lobby. I just love this color red. And I took our little key and one of the tags that Jay sent me, and I just used it as a little tag for our key, threading the ribbon through the loop and then tying it off around our key. Now, I had all kinds of mishaps happen during this round of the mystery box challenge. And as I mentioned in our last DIY, I wanted to add some lettering and I could not find the right kind of gold. But after I put this little key in its house, I knew it needed to have sparkly lettering. So I took out my heat transfer vinyl and I transferred it onto a metal tag. Now it worked. I wouldn't highly recommend it, but I was super happy. I was a little desperate and nervous putting that on top of a metal tag that I had painted black. I'm so thrilled with how this turned out. I think it's an adorable home for Santa's magic key, just so he can lock things up on his way out the door. Now that we have a key for Santa, it's time to deck those halls and on to our next DIY. For this one, I'm taking the teddy bear pics that Jay sent me, and I pulled a cloche out of my stash from the Dollar Tree. Now I took the base outside, I painted it gold. I also took two of the teddy bears, and after cutting off the pics, spray painted them gold as well. I also picked up some of the bottle brush gold trees from the Dollar Tree. I just trimmed off the bottoms, and then I took a cotton ball out, just sort of shredded it, and used my hot glue gun to make it snow inside of our little cloche. Now I went ahead and added a little bit of hot glue to the bottom of one of the trees, and then I hot glued the teddy bears together. That's the reason we got two of them out, so that this could be beautiful from all sides. Once I did that, I used more hot glue to go ahead and secure it into the snow, and I decided it needed a second tree. So I popped another one in, and then it needed some sparkle and some real snow. Now this is a rolled cut foil or something. It's in the craft section. I think it's there year round, and I decided to go ahead and add some in. It was much easier to do it upside down. I then took out some ribbon from my stash and decided to make a hanger because this is so cute. I think it needs to be an ornament on my tree. I made a little gold bow and then hot glued it right onto the top of my dome, and that was all it took to make this adorable ornament. I think this is perfect for a baby's first Christmas or anyone who loves a FAO Schwartz traditional look for Christmas. But on to our next DIY, and for this one we're making another ornament. Now you're going to want to go to the Dollar Tree and find their plastic champagne and wine glasses. Then you're going to pick up one of their clear ornaments and we're going to bring them home. I was fiddling with this, so you can see I've already painted half of it gold. I was trying something else that didn't work out. We're going to use some hot glue to take one of the champagne glasses and one of the wine glasses and glue it onto either end of the ornament from the Dollar Tree. Now I did take some bells from my stash and I hot glued those onto the ends already to give them a finished look. Now we're going to take the crown that Jay sent me, and I started out with another thing in mind. Cut it apart. Totally don't do that. Don't even worry about it. We're going to actually peel the jewels off and use them. I then took some more of my gold paint. Now you could do this in any color. You could do a combination of colors or you could coat it with glitter. I just used some more of that gold paint, and guess what? I am now addicted to foiling. Again, I use my paint as my adhesive. I dampened my brush with just a little bit of water, and then I got busy. And I'm telling you, this is so relaxing. I am now hooked on foiling, and I used more of that gold foil to cover the entire ornament. And as I said, I picked the jewels off of the crown that Jay sent me and wanted to use those to embellish our ornament. Now I'm also using the princess jewels that Jay sent me with the headband. I'm actually wearing the headband while I'm DIYing this, and I decided to add a little bit of trim just where the ornament meets the glass, just as a nice transition. So I just hot glued on some gold ribbon I had on hand all the way around the top seam as well as the bottom. And then I had an idea. I was going to use this Jot glue and glue on my gems. Don't do this, please. Save yourself the step and just use your hot glue or some E6000. I know that. I just wanted to see if it would work, It didn't. I went back with my hot glue gun. But never fear, we ended up using this glue in a DIY I've wanted to try forever. I was just waiting on Jay to send me the glue. So here is a look at our finished ornament. To say that I love this is not saying enough. I added a ribbon hanger through the bell that I hot glued onto the top, and I think it is stunning. It is such a large, substantial ornament. I can't wait to decorate my tree with it. I will be making more because you get a whole lot of bang for your buck when you consider you get 6 glasses in either pack. Now, while I love this ornament, it's time to tackle our next project, and I had to apologize to Arthur. I had to tell him ahead of time, look, I'm sorry. This is going to be painful. Just close your eyes. Now, if you didn't know, I'm actually a nurse by trade, so I did a little bit of surgery. I actually wanted to change the shape of this plushie and remove a bit of the stuffing. It was just a little too full. When is that ever a problem with a plushie from Dollar Tree? I'm not sure, but it was this time. And after a little bit of cutting and hot gluing, I was much happier with the shape that we were left. But just to be sure, I took out a pipe cleaner and I bent it in half, went ahead and twisted it so it was nice and secure. And then I left a little opening on each side of the top and I threaded in my pipe cleaner just to give it a nice Christmas tree shape. It really finished it out. It made it look a lot more like a Christmas tree than a plushie from the Dollar Tree. Secured it with some hot glue, and now I'm taking some remnant fabric. This is fabric that I just pick up in the clearance section of my Hobby Lobby. This is actually white fur, which is quite beautiful. And I used my hot glue gun to cover the ornament completely because we are making a Christmas tree ornament. I secured it on both sides and cut a little bit off as I went along just to make it not so bulky and nice clean lines of a Christmas tree. Once I had the fur completely covering my new Christmas tree ornament, I realized it needed a stem to make it look more like a Christmas tree than a furry triangle. So I secured the bottom with hot glue, but left a little gap. And then I took a clothespin and more pipe cleaners, 3 more pipe cleaners. So I've actually used 4 pipe cleaners. I think I deserve a little extra credit for this one. Just kidding. I wrapped the pipe cleaners around the clothespin and then I took out some yarn from my stash. This is yarn I picked up at the Dollar Tree and I just wound it around. These are the type of mindless crafts I love to do while watching my favorite show. Then I took our new Christmas tree stem, used my hot glue gun, and I added a little bit of hot glue into the gap I left and then secured it with more hot glue. Now you could stop here and say done. I think it is really cute. It's actually one of my favorites, but I decided to add a little dimension. I have this trim that I picked up in a bundle from Hobby Lobby. I shared it in my latest Christmas haul and I got a bunch of these different kinds of ribbons for $2.50. So I used this one in the gold to create the different layers of the Christmas tree. So I glued it around the bottom. I did once around the middle of the tree and then once along the top. Then I took some more of that ribbon that I got at such a great deal and I made a nice little hanger, tying it in a knot and just making a little bow to go right on top of that. Once I had my bow formed, I went ahead and hot glued it onto the ribbon and then secured it onto our tree. Now, when I tell you I love this ornament, I think it's my runner-up. I do have a favorite and you're going to see it next, but I'm telling you, this turned out way better than I thought it would. Thank you, Jay, for that little Arthur. He'll be with me for years to come. Now, this is something I've always wanted to try, so stay with me. I ordered fake oranges off of Amazon. You can probably find them at normal stores during the year. But then I took an old candle jar. It's something I just saved from a Bath & Body Works candle and possibly a tiramisu dessert jar that fits inside of it and some cinnamon sticks that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. I went ahead and put them around the edge. Make sure to weigh down the center so that it doesn't float up. And then I used my clear glue to fill in the gap of our votive candle holder. Now I did pick up more of the clear glue because I could not find any in my Dollar Trees. And this is the finished product. Now it did take 3 days to dry. It's still not fully dried. There are bubbles along the top that were problematic. Oh, and I tell you, this gives off the most beautiful glow. I am thrilled with how this one turned out. This one is my favorite, but I want to hear from you.
Hey guys, this is Little Cuckoo. Please vote for my mom's best DIY out of these 6.
Comment down below and let me know which was your favorite. Be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more Christmas decor inspiration. And be sure you don't miss the Mystery Box Challenge playlist down below. So that's a wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I created with all the items in my mystery box. Be sure to go over and see what Jay got, what she created, and visit Courtney to see what I sent her. As always, thank you to Courtney. This is so much fun. I have a blast every time around. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and seeing what I created. Be sure to comment and let me know what you thought down below. Be kind, and I'll see you guys back very soon.